At Peace Amongst Chaos is the name that we went with. What we wanted to try and do is try and explain what we feel when we write this music, and why hardcore is so important to us. Hardcore is a place where you get to explore yourself personally, you get to discover yourself and who you really are. Whether you're a freak or not, you can be yourself. It's a sense of security, a sense of family. It's everything that helped me personally and everyone else in this band nurture ourselves. And being involved in the hardcore community, it gives you a sense of living, something worth living for, something worth fighting for. When like on the outside of them four walls, it's just modern society trying to bring people down. Stuff that like personally I struggle to deal with, whether it's family or anything else that relates in the outside world. Working and plus an office job, I don't feel like I can fit in there. And when I finish doing music, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But in hardcore, it keeps me alive, it keeps me young, it keeps me going, and it keeps me mentally sane in an insane world. I got my friend Chad Lawson to do it. It's I think the second time we've had something done by him. He did a split for us with the Mongoloids about 2 years ago. I just loved what he did. I just loved his drawing, and ever since then I've just always kept up with him, just watching his flyers, absolutely everything. And as soon as I got in touch with him and I was like, right, this is the title, these are all the ideas behind the song, I need you to get it on there. And he was like, straight away. He knew exactly what I was talking about. And I think within that artwork he displayed like our hatred towards modern society in all the different pictures on the artwork. And it represents us pretty well. A lot of it is it's just words of hate, just like coming home and sitting there just pissed off at shit and just literally just writing down anger on paper, and then eventually just sitting there going into a studio with Nick and just screaming it out. There's many different kinds of stories. About 3 of the songs are about struggling with anxiety problems, aggressive anxiety. I can't control my nerves sometimes. Sometimes I just literally go from happy to rage straight away. So there's a few songs about that. Some songs where I've made mistakes in my life and I felt so much shame, and there is no hiding shame from yourself. So there's only like one way of letting it out and getting past it, is just writing it down on a piece of paper and screaming in someone's face. That makes me feel better about myself. There's songs there which go on The Witness of Destruction, which is probably the most relevant song at the moment, considering circumstances which have just happened in Berlin with car bombing and what happened in Paris. It's not necessarily a song that's hating on religion, it's more of the fact of, I feel like this world could end if no religion comes together, because I feel like somewhere down there they are all trying to do the same thing but in their own different ways, and it kind of separates humanity. It puts all on different pages, makes us look at the world in a different way, when realistically they're all trying to do the exact same thing, and we need to wake up and get on the page and just come together as human beings, regardless of race, religion, belief, anything. It just needs to come together. But until that point, I think like humanity is fucked. Yeah, it comes down to like some bands, like listening style bands, but it's more the case of the people that I've met over the years that have, like this guy for one. Fuck. This is one of my all-time peers right here. If you can't see him, this is Sheep. He's played in many bands. I've known this guy since I was like 15 years old. I've watched him do fucking a million different tours, and people like that are people that made me want to do this kind of thing. Like living this lifestyle of just constantly exploring the world, seeing new places, meeting new people everywhere you go. I have to like give a massive shout out to Terror, Scott Vogel, Martin, Nick, Dave Wood, Jordan, the 5 of them. I honestly don't think this band would still be going if it wasn't for Terror. Every year they make sure that we're busy, they make sure we do stuff. So, a lot of love for Terror. Probably like my biggest influences. But, you know, hardcore kids, just people who go to hardcore shows. Like, as long as people are still going, I think I'm still going to go, and it just keeps me in love with it. There's no like Pacific sound. It's just a lifestyle to me. Like, it's just the people that you meet, the places that you go, and the things that you do. It's hard to explain, but it's like, if you don't do it, you're never going to see the world in this way. I feel like everyone who doesn't know what hardcore is, they're never going to see the shit that I see. They're never going to do the stuff that I do. And I think this is like one of the most special things to be part of. I get to go around the world for free. I get to see all this crazy shit and meet all these crazy people. I couldn't be any more grateful for it.